Hi Pisces, this is going to be a general reading for your sign between the week of the 22nd to the 28th of December. Take what resonates and leave behind what doesn't. My readings are also timeless, so if you stumble across one of my readings and it's not in the time frame stated in the title, just know it's for your next 7 days starting from tomorrow. So yeah, let's begin. You're having some kind of mystical experience. The whole week is going to feel very mystical to you. I don't know why, but I keep seeing waves washing over you, waves of water washing over you, or waves of water coming in. And the reason why I say so mystical, I don't know if you've ever seen water, like the sea at night. It looks like there's horses running, like the waves, the way that they come in. It looks like horses are running and carrying the waves. That's what I mean by it. It's like a very mystical week for you. You're embracing living on the edge, is what I'm hearing. You're really embracing living on the edge. Being an eccentric is what I'm hearing also. It's allowing you to be more creative and allowing you to express yourself. You find it easy to express yourself. And so you're trying to express yourself from the edge to help people understand more or less like what the edge is like. If that makes sense. I don't know if that made sense. But like living on the edge, like living on the edge doesn't necessarily mean being edgy. Living on the edge is like doing things that are living in a way that is very unpredictable, that is very uneasy, it's very unsettling, it's very uncomfortable, it's on a lot of stuff. And so you're embracing this because you recognize this is also where I'm hearing where greatness comes from, being on the edge. Man, I think it was you. Last week you're creating a new genre. Yeah. So I think this is a continuation from last week. Well, not really a continuation, but like the next step. So I'm reading for the same collective here. So you're embracing more or less living on the edge to help your artistic pursuit here. I had a resounding yes. I don't know, I'm hearing like a like an opera of yeses. Maybe you're working with an orchestra or you play an instrument as well as or you're a producer or something. You do something artistically. It's got something to do with music. You're making something in music. The new genre you're making is in music. Not from last week, I was saying the new genre. You're being bold and confident about having this new sound. Being bold and confident about venturing forth and being bold and confident on living on the edge. You're not just trying to portray something, you're actually living it and speaking about what you're living as a sort of like a testimony to people that pretend to be living on the edge, but they're not actually living on the edge. They're nowhere near it, but they think they're hardcore, I guess is the word that is coming to my mind. I'm just seeing it like pyroworks and like fireworks behind it, like hardcore, like in solid silver letters, like hardcore. It's just like people think they're really hardcore. And the whole reason you're doing this is to eliminate that connection that people have to thinking that mediocre is hardcore. like you're saying, you're letting people know that no, this is not the same. Like you don't know what that life is. You don't know what those, you've never lived that way. You don't know what the hell you're talking about, and so you're trying to create a distinction within society. And I do honestly believe it's very necessary right now because there's no one really making a distinction in society, especially in music. There's no pioneers in any kind of way. Literally, I don't see any pioneers in music. Well, I mean, I've not been listening to music for a hot sec, but in terms of pioneers and people that stand out that do something very different, there's not a lot of them, to be honest with you. And you're creating a whole new genre here, um, and you're going about it the right way. If I be honest with you, you're going to turn into a very successful person. You're going to turn into a very successful person because of this. People are going to look up to you. People are going to study you. You know, like how they study the greats. Like they study. I was going to say Peter Tosh. I don't know if people study Peter Tosh. And I do like that song, Reggae Woke up this morning. um, but I was going to say, what's his name? Oh man, I'm terrible with names. Um, Shit, I forgot his name. Well, but you know, like big musicians, big producers that people study for unique techniques and stuff like that, like drum patterns and stuff like that. Jay Dilla, that's it. Is it Jay Dilla? And he does the drums. I can't remember. Anyway, um, people are gonna study you in the future. I'm hearing have hope, have faith that your work is not gonna go unrewarded. Um, it's not gonna go unrewarded. Like have hope and faith. Believe in your vision no matter if things are not looking ideal and you're not in the ideal circumstances, stay true to your vision and be consistent. Continue working on it no matter what happens day in, day out. Make sure you're working towards it in some kind of way, and you will see very quick success as a result. Not because it's just you're gonna blow up. I mean, you will be getting eyes noticed. You will be getting noticed very quickly, but you will, by being consistent, you'll become better and better and better at it, whatever it is. Like you already know about music. It's really particular. This is very particular for someone, and this is someone you're doing music. It's not any other art form. I thought it was another art form. I didn't ask, to be fair. I was creative, something creative. Sorry if you can hear that. There was a crazy woman shouting. um, but you're going to be making a lot of noise in the industry from what you're working on. And this week as well, you're getting noticed by some people. You're getting noticed. You're being heard by some people. Where are you? Social media. You should go on TikTok Live, is what I'm hearing. You should go on TikTok Live and do something like do a performance. Some people are gonna hear you and maybe clip you and then post it somewhere. That's how you're gonna blow up. Don't try to be part of the labels. Don't try to be a part of that system because that system isn't on edge. That system doesn't live on the edge. That system is very comfortable. That system loves comfortability. They don't like to be hardcore. They don't not hardcore. Hardcore's a bad word. They don't like to be real. The music isn't very real. It's not. You don't resonate with it. Like you don't feel it in your heart. You don't feel it in your soul when you hear the instruments, the way they play the music. It does. It's not striking. It's not striking in any kind of way. It's like when you hear music, it's meant to strike you. It's because they want you to be in the space of comfortability. They don't want you to be searching, reaching for, trying to stretch, and trying to grow. They don't want that. And so your advice is to not try to be a part of that and to create your own way forwards. You're going to be a big pioneer in this scene, and not just in this genre you're creating, but just in music in general. keep hearing set your style, set your style. So if you haven't set your style yet, you need to set your style here this week. In regards to how you clothe yourself, I don't know why it's coming up, but you need to set your style and how you dress. You need to set your style and how you dress. I don't know why I'm seeing you. I'm seeing someone topless with just jeans on and on boots and shoes. I don't know. I can't even see the shoes, but I see someone with just wearing like denim jeans, but they're not normal denim jeans. There's got like some. Um, it's like there's patches that are inside out, and like it's like you've cut them out from another gene and you've kind of sewed it in into the gene, and it's backwards, and it's like it's got the ridges, it's got the edges on it. But you need to set your style, whatever your style is. Okay, I'm seeing you as barefoot. I don't know. I don't know. All right, you need to set your style here this week, and post onto TikTok is what I'm seeing, and go live at some point during the week and do a performance. Just keep actively working on it. This week you're gonna you need to fester that hope, fester that belief, that faith that things are changing for you, things are improving for you, and they will improve for you, because they are. You've gone through the hard part in your life of going through and recognizing where the edge is and being on that edge and understanding what that life is. That's why you're able to come back now and create this genre and let people know that there's a difference between you and them. It's quite interesting to me, to be honest with you. I'm quite curious. Send me some of your music. I was a music producer as well. I stopped doing it just because I wasn't connected fully to it. I was making good money, to be honest. I was making like £100 a beat. I was non-exclusive, but I wasn't connected to it. A big thing for me is I can't do something if I'm not connected to it. Even if it's for the money, I can't do it for the money. It just doesn't work. My body doesn't allow it. You're gonna find a kind of like a deep found love for whatever you're working on this week. You're seeing results, tangible results, in viewers and subscribers and stuff. Make sure you have a social media profile. Even though you're at the beginning of creating this new genre, document it as you're going through and creating this genre. It's going to be very, very, very important for you to do this, because it's something that is, if you have people that are following your journey, is going to be a million times better when you get to the point of you saying this is the new genre, rather than you just showing up out of nowhere and say, hey guys, this is a new genre. They're going to be like F off and try to kick you down, but if you already have your following, you're going to be undeniable. It's going to be like a Kai Cenat kind of situation. I mean, he's a big pioneer in his industry, but what you're doing is really big. Is a new genre. Embrace the chaos. Embrace the chaos. Maybe that could be your first name for your album. Embrace the chaos. Embrace the chaos, not just this week, but the next few months to up to 2 years. Embrace the chaos. Ride the wave. Like, don't get drowned by it. Ride it. Like, you can do it. You're very capable of doing it. Have this open mind towards situations, and don't let bad situations phase you. Like, be strong and calm in every situation, and it will turn every situation into your favor. Like, if someone tries to piss you off, someone tries to make you agitated, don't get angry, don't get unnerved, don't you lose your temper. Be calm and strong in every situation, and things are going to turn out for you better much better than you expect. If you keep being calm and strong, no matter what comes before you, you'll be able to successfully go through that problem and manifest. The universe will give you more situations where you get to experience more strength, where you get to experience more calmness in your life, just in general. And while you're working on what you're working on, because what you're working on is going to be very important, I think, for the future, especially for young kids, the young is going to be very important. You're going to be like a teacher of sorts, not just the way you make your music, but your music in itself is going to teach the young. It's very interesting. There's loads of messages that want to come out for you. Got another one that wants to come out. I don't know what I'm seeing, but I'm seeing like a gold chain, just like sliding like down. I don't know why. Oh, okay. So I see this gold chain. It's like sliding down. It's like falling off the edge, not falling, but intentionally coming down, and it's falling. So it's like you're investing into this with whatever money you have at this time, and you're gonna feel like you're losing your money. There's a confirmation if you heard that. You're gonna feel like you're losing money, but that gold chain, that money that you're investing, it's falling into a pit of a hoard of gold. Like, you know, if you've ever watched the Hobbit, the second part where they go into the lair and there's the dragon and it's like all them gems and the gold and everything, the treasure chest. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing like a huge, like, you know, amount of gold and treasure and crystals and gems or whatever. And that little gold chain, that little investment that you're making, it could be a few thousand or whatever investment you're making towards this career. You've never been this serious about something, like in terms of music before, and you've invested, and it's that little small chain. That's why I see it falling down, because as you're investing, you're putting your money into it, and it's falling, but you don't know where it's gonna fall, what it's falling into. Is it just gonna fall and just be lost, or is you gonna fall and get something out of it? It's for whatever reason it's falling into this pit of treasure, of gold and gems, and it's riches basically. It's gonna pay off for you in a big way. If you feel like you're making a risk, it's gonna pay off for you in a big way. That's why you need to keep the hope and faith that things are going to work out for you. Don't stay in a negative mindset and a negative energy. What you are on the inside is what you manifest, is what the universe gives you. If you're full of anger and hatred, the universe gives you more situations where you get to experience anger, where you get to experience hatred. When you're feeling, when you're in the energy of feeling happy, when you're in the energy of feeling love, the universe gives you more situations where you get to experience love, where you get to experience happiness. So just be mindful. But there's big changes on the horizon for you. How long is this going to take? 2 3 years, 3 years, for you to see those riches to come in. You're going to blow up fast. You're going to blow up fast. But that big hoard of money is going to take a while, 3 years from now. So save this video and then come back in 3 years and let me know. But you're going to blow up fast, because what you're doing is quite revolutionary. Not quite, but very, very revolutionary. It's like it's unheard of what you're gonna be doing with music. Like you're in a circle know what the hell you're doing, but no one really knows exactly what you're doing. Like you're playing stuff to people that are not producers or magicians. You're playing to like random friends and you're like, oh, what do you think of this? It's a smart thing to do, so someone doesn't copy or try to emulate your style. And make sure you do keep your stuff hidden, and make sure you're posting rather than showing it to your friends. Post it, play it for your friends that don't make music and stuff like that. Get an honest opinion, and make sure you're posting online. You're posting on your socials, when you're going on live, like TikTok live or whatever, doing a performance of some kind. I don't know what kind of performance you're doing, but whatever performance you do, some kind of performance, and you're gonna build up a big following. That's going to feel like a great healing to you. This process is going to heal you a lot. So let's jump into your reading and see what else is going on here for you this week. Very big week for you. Big time ahead for you, just in general, where your life is changing, in major ways. Lots of messages want to come out for you here, to be fair. So your current energy at this time is you've been feeling a financial lack, a position where you feel financially at a loss, like you're feeling isolated by the universe, feeling like you're not financially able to look after yourself, worried about finances in general, and you're having an ending here at this time of this pain that you're going through. It's an ending of you letting go of the old, this old narrative of like you feeling at a loss here, feeling like you're being abandoned, and this is because you've been in this situation for quite a while, where you've been having these hopes and expectations of your life to go a certain way, and so you're realizing that that was never your path, that was never what you were meant to do with your life, like who you're meant to be. You understand now who you're meant to be and where your life is going and what the energetic pathway is for you to take. So when you try to create a pathway in the darkness, we all have a pathway in the darkness that we create for ourselves before we incarnate. So it's like you came off that path and you were trying to create a path out of nothing in the darkness, and you didn't come off that path intentionally, it was unintentional, and you were trying to create a pathway in the darkness that didn't exist, so it expended a lot of your energy. You were just very tired all the time for no reason, and so you were living in this kind of way where it was just like, you're just tired all the time for no reason, and it was just like you weren't getting anywhere. And this is where you started to feel this financial lack, like maybe you have gone through poverty as well, like where you haven't had anything, but you've learned how to manage yourself, manage your money. I'm hearing even your hunger. You've managed to manage your hunger, and you no longer are looking at yourself and saying, "Oh shit, like I've gone, like I'm financially perverse, like I'm gone through, I'm living in poverty." You're seeing life for what it truly is. That we're here to have a spiritual experience in a physical body, and you're embracing that, and so you're having this ending here because you've transformed, you've mastered yourself here. You're sitting in your truth, you're sitting not just with truth, but you're in your truth, but you've gained a lot of respect for yourself, you gained a lot of wisdom just about your life in general, why you've been through the things that you have been, as well as you're taking leadership of your life now, no longer being affected by what's going on around you, recognizing what you need to work on, what you need to do, what will actually bring you fulfillment, what will actually bring you happiness. And this is this thing that you're working on in music, that's going to be this new genre. Your theme for the week is the justice. So the universe is coming in here during this whole week and judging you based on if you've learned a lesson. And it was what I was saying before about you being calm and strong. It's going to be very important for you. It seems like that you need to embody this. So here, clarifying this with the justice. So the universe is coming in here to judge you. It's not judging you in any particular way, but I guess it's more or less in your favor if you pass the test. So the universe is going to pass its universal laws from a place of truth, fairness, and justice. And so if the universe deems you ready for a new life, ready for an upgrade at this time. I mean, you're already in this new life, but if you're ready for the upgrade at this time, or if you need a bit more time before the upgrade, that's what the universe is testing you on this week. And that test is all about strength. So the strength card here, it's about the fool's journey, and the fool, he's climbing up this rocky cliff, and as he gets to the top, like before he can even get to the top, the sun's bearing down on him. It's a very hot day, and as he gets to the top, there's a lion, and the lion opens his mouth, and so the fool becomes very worried. He becomes scared, obviously, that there's a lion there trying to eat him. He looks about himself. He doesn't have a weapon. He's got nothing to defend himself with. He can't outrun the lion. The lion's much more faster and much more powerful than him, and he would just toy with him until he's dead. So he does the only thing that he can do at this time. He prays, and as he prays, this flower maiden, she appears out from behind the lion, and she puts her hands on the lion's head, and she calms the lion down. Now the fool tries to speak, and before he can even say a sentence, she shushes him. He's basically trying to figure out how she's managed to subjugate the lion, and she shushes him because she knows the question, and she tells him that there's other ways of using strength other than being physical. And in this situation, she's talking about inner strength. She says to him, she explains herself by saying, because I'm calm and strong, the lion sensed I'm calm and strong, so it also became calm and strong. And so, had the fool been calm and strong when the lion, appeared before him, rather than him being fearful and anxious, which made the lion fearful and anxious, that's why they decided they wanted to eat him. Had he been calm and strong, the lion would have let him pass, and he wouldn't be in this predicament. And if the lady didn't appear, he would have been eaten. He would have been dead. So it's basically, it's a life and death situation sometimes where you have to be calm and strong no matter what. The lesson here is you have to be determined to continue moving forward, no matter what challenges appear before you on your path. So this is what it's about. You have to be calm and strong in every situation, and that causes the situation to resonate you inside, basically. So if you're feeling calm and strong, the situation will resonate back to you, that it's calm and strong also. So, it's like almost like a bypass that you'll be able to do here. And so the universe is testing you, seeing if you've learned this lesson. You've learned this lesson recently, is what I'm seeing in the last 8 weeks. You've learned this lesson. And so the universe is coming into it to test you and see whether or not you'll pass it. But I already been cheeky and pulled out another card to see what the outcome of this test will be. And the outcome of this test is you'll be celebrating. The universe is going to give you this upgrade, because the universe is saying you've come more together than you've ever been within yourself. You understand this lesson, you've integrated this lesson, you're applying this lesson within your life. So the universe is coming to test you and then reward you. So let's get into your reading. Between Monday and Wednesday, you're in this energy of the Knight of Pentacles. So the Knight of Pentacles here is someone that's very hardworking, very productive, practical and honest about the journey that they're on. Here, the Knight of Pentacles, he's trying to figure out how to grow these pentacles, basically, and make a bountiful harvest. On the way, he falls in love, and he ends up at the end of the journey marrying the person that teaches him. They fall madly in love with one another, and also the pentacle here is representative of his purpose. So this is what you're working on at this time. You're working on your purpose, which is this music thing that I keep saying, and you're being productive. You're being practical and honest about what's working, what's not working, what's good, what's not good, and moving diligently towards it. It's a slow moving energy. It does take time. Again, 3 years in the situation for it to flourish. Ideally to get that bountiful harvest. And clarifying this, we have the Seven of Swords. So the Seven of Swords here in this situation is you're taking cunning actions to move away from liars, deceivers, betrayers. And I feel like this is in the industry. Like, you're aware, like, if you tell people about your ideas, people are going to try stealing them. People are going to try betraying you, deceiving you, lying to you, trying to, bite your stuff, steal your stuff, steal your ideas, or try to emulate what you're doing, record your stuff, while you're playing it, or like some shit like that. Like, there's some, there could be deceptive people around you, people that would betray you, people that would lie to you, obviously just to get ahead in life, just to steal your vision basically of what you're trying to create. So you're already recognizing this and you're saying, I'm going to take cunning action, so I avoid these kind of people. I avoid being in the same room with these kind of people. I avoid playing my music to these kind of people so that these people don't see me, so that I go completely under the radar. So you're working on this thing diligently, being careful about who's around you when you're doing this kind of music, while you're making this music. And clarifying both of these is the Queen of Swords. So it's like this is coming from a place of your truth. You're sitting in you're being truthful, honest, and empathetic with yourself about this is your purpose here. This is exactly what you need to be doing with your life. And this is a confirmation also for you that you're on the right track. I don't feel like you doubt yourself, but you just I suppose it's nice to get that confirmation that you are on the right path, and you are. And so just keep working on what you're working on. This is your purpose indeed. Even if people try to bite your stuff, they can't do it like you. Like, they don't see where you're going with this vision. Like this thing that your genre, like I said, that you're working on, is not gonna just come overnight. Like, you're gonna work at it, make it better, make it better, make it better. Maybe 1 album, 2 albums, 3 albums. Like, you're gonna create a very distinct sound, and don't rush it. Just embrace the artistic pursuit, which you're already doing. So nothing much to say there, to be honest with you. Like, you're not allowing any sort of deception. It's like here, look, you can see the head's been cut off. You're not allowing any like deception into your life. Anyone that's trying to steal anything of yours. Because you know your truth, you know who you are, you're very honest with yourself, you're very empathetic towards yourself, as well as people. So you're very aware of what people are like, so you're not allowing that into your life. Between Wednesday and Friday, here's where the test begins from the universe. So it's negativity, fear, anxiety, worry, negativity. And this is in regards to some sort of opportunity. Clarifying, this is the Ace of Pentacles. So some kind of opportunity of wealth that could feel like a gift, that's going to feel very abundant, that's coming in here, but it's making you feel negativity in some kind of way. And I feel like this is a gift in love, like in love, quite literally love. So this is a gift, an opportunity, and love, and this love is gonna be something that is gonna bring you balance, harmony, unity with one another, but it's making you feel very negative and anxious and worried. I'm already getting here that you're not very open to the idea of love. Not open to the idea of love. Clarifying the Nine of Swords, we have the Hierophant. It's quite interesting here. So it's like you're really focused on spiritually upgrading, and you feel like you're conforming if you're going to be in a relationship. Like, you're going to feel like you're conforming to society if you get into a relationship. Yeah. Like, you're gonna, I don't know why, but it's like you have the spiritual wisdom to see past this situation. I feel like it's making you anxious and worried, because you're like, oh, this relationship is going to be like every other loving relationship, where it's just like you're going to have to do the utmost, and you're not going to be able to work on your career, and you're going to have to do this, and this person might, at some point we might break up, and they might just leak all my stuff to somebody, another big producer or whatever, or artist, the DJ, whatever they are. And this is what you're worried about. Yeah, this is what I'm hearing. Yeah, so this is what you're worried about when this love comes in. You're like, I'm not really focused that love. I've just set myself spiritually. I've got my foundation right. Like, I've got my mind right. I've got myself right, and I'm working towards my purpose. But you're like, I'm gonna. This is making me conform to society. This is making me conform to something that isn't me. But this is the test from the universe. It's not coming in, like I was saying, the universe is going to test your inner strength of, like, no matter what turns up, if you be calm and strong, it will also recognize you as calm and strong and become calm and strong. So whereas if you're fearful and anxious, like in the lion's case, so this person, whether they're male or female or anything in between, if you're fearful and anxious when they come in, they're going to turn fearful and anxious with you and try to eat you. Interesting. And what eating in this situation would be like leaking your stuff, leaking your ideas to people, telling people what you're on and what you're up to. Whereas if you're calm and strong, which is the test from the universe, a very interesting test, a test of strength, it's coming in the form of love. But this person is actually a good match for you. You can't see it here, but there's two dolphins here, and both of them are different colors, and they're coming into perfect unity with one another. And this is going to be a really good opportunity for you. It's going to make you feel very wealthy. Like your energy, very wealthy. The more energy you have, the more money you have. But regardless in the situation, not regardless, but the choice you're gonna make you're gonna be victorious. You're gonna see the test for the test, and you're gonna be victorious here. You're gonna make progress. You're gonna see the progress. You're gonna be successful here. It's gonna allow you to feel enthusiastic. Interesting. Like this person's just gonna come out of nowhere. It's gonna be in person. You're gonna meet this person. Maybe at a studio somewhere, or a friend of a friend. Something like that. They're gonna see you work for a little bit or something like that. They don't know much about music, but they're gonna be recording you on the sly while you're making your music. They're gonna delete it later, because they're gonna recognize that you have a sacred vision. But this person's gonna record you for like, oh, look at this, I'm in this place and this is all cool, and no one's ever done this shit before, just for like in case you blow up. But if you're fearful and anxious when this person comes in, they're gonna become fearful and anxious, and then just put your stuff out there like, oh, I was there, like blah blah blah, and what kind of music is this? Does anyone know what this music is? That type of vibe. And then people are going to be like, what is this? This is interesting. And people are going to start trying to emulate you off the bat. Or this is going to be a very harmonious connection where you're going to help each other become very if you're strong and calm, this person's also going to feel strong and calm with you. And the both of you are going to balance each other, come into harmony, come into unity. You don't know it, but this person is actually your soul lover. Your soul lover. This person that you're meeting is your soul lover. But they're also coming in as a test. This is why it's so interesting. Like the universe is playing like a twisted game with you here, really testing you, because you're like, this is not the time for love for me. This is not the time that I want to be in love. This is the time I want to work on my purpose. I want to, work on what I feel called to do at this time. And the universe is like, yeah, you think you want to do that? Yeah, I want to see if you're ready for an upgrade or not. Because you're so adamant that you want an upgrade. So let me see if you learned the lesson that you've learned recently. And so this person comes in, which is also your soul lover. Like, I don't say soulmates, because soulmates, that's your friend, It's a soul lover. This is, you can't see it, but like, and two different colors, and they're coming into perfect harmony. You can see the bloody. There we go. um, but it's love, literally love. You're receiving love here. Don't be fearful and anxious when it comes, and be calm and strong. And this person's going to resonate with you in that kind of way. And the situation is going to turn out differently, like with the fool and the lion. The fool becomes fearful and anxious when he sees the lion, and the lion decides to eat him. If the lady didn't come out, he would be dead. So bear that in mind. And so also, if he is, when what she tells him to, that if you're calm and strong, the lion would also become calm and strong. So that would allow him to pass, basically. So it's quite interesting, this test that's coming in for you here. But regardless, between Friday and Sunday, you're going through this energy of transformation here. You're going through a transformation, transition away from the old. And what you're transitioning away from is illusions of the past, illusions that you may have lived in, daydreams that you lived in, things that gave you anxiety. You're throwing away the anxiety. You're throwing away anxiety in general. You're having a transformation here. No longer being anxious about doing things, and you're on your path here, going to where the sun is rising for you. The way is being illuminated for you as you're going through this transformation. You can see on both the death and the moon card here, we have the sun rising. So it's pretty much you're being shifted into your happiness, basically, here between Friday and Sunday. You're having an ending here of the old illusions, of the old anxiety, of the old daydreams. The way is now being illuminated. You're connecting fully to your intuition. You're going to be better able to connect to your intuition. And go towards the sun, where the sun is rising. Like, you're able to see the sun is rising for you. Like, this love is going to benefit you more than you realize, to be honest with you. You're going to be able to get a different opinion that's going to be actually important for you, to be honest with you. It's the opinion that you want. This person's going to have a good ear for music. Oddly enough, this person is literally made for you. They're going to have a good ear for music, and they're going to tell you if something sounds good, if it sounds rubbish, and they're going to actually help you in developing this new genre. Not have an active role, but like more of a feedback role of like, oh yeah, that sounds good, or that doesn't sound good. Because you're going to be so lost in it. You're going to be like this mad scientist trying to figure out, like, what's this? Is this good? Is that good? Is that bad? Is that bad? You're going to be like this. You don't know what's good or what's bad anymore, because you're so deep into it that everything sounds good. Like, everything sounds like it can be used. That's crazy. And so it's going to be good to have this ear that you can really trust this person, because this person's going to be your soul lover. It's quite cute, romantic, to be honest with you in this relationship. It's going to be very cute, you the two of you together. People are going to say this to you guys all the time, that you're very cute. But you're going to be very serious as well with one another. You're not going to take each other for granted. But again, be calm and strong, and this person will be calm and strong with you. So let's see what your challenge is here for the week. Challenges, if you've never seen me before, are things that are trying to hold you back or keep you down from elevating your life to the next level, trying to keep you in the current reality, and bring you down, basically. You can show up physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually. One way or another, the challenge will show up. Your challenge here for this week is a sense of loneliness and grief of your loneliness. Like, what you've been through, the loss you've been through, is kind of making you imprisoned within your own self. It's causing a lot of negative thinking. The grief that you've been through, the loneliness you've been through, is imprisoning you. By you, like, tapping into that side. There's this saying, I don't know exactly what it is, but it kind of goes like this. There's two wolves, and one of them is one of fear and hatred and anger, and the other one is of happiness, of love, of joy. And it's like, both of them are cubs, and which one will you choose to feed? So it's kind of like this situation here within you, with this challenge of like, what side of yourself will you feed? What energy will you give into? Like I said, if you're full of anger and hatred, and grief and loneliness, the universe will give you more of those situations to experience, where if you're feeling love, joy, happiness, the universe gives you more situations to experience those. So, a loss in pleasure is what's caused by this grief and this loneliness that you've been feeling, and it's causing you to imprison yourself. by negative thinking, and this is making you believe that your dreams won't come true, that you'll never be content with life, you'll never be abundant in life, that you'll never be fulfilled in life. Don't let the past define you, because when you let the past define you, you steal from yourself in the future. So when you let the past define you, the reason why you steal from yourself in the future is because when something good comes into your life, whatever it is, you'll push it away, or it will push you away, because you're not open to receiving it, you're not open to connecting to it. And so it's like you're doing a disservice, you're stealing from yourself, you're stealing happiness from yourself by basing your reality on what you've been through. What you should really be basing on your reality on is what's inside of you, who you are, not the experiences you've been through, because they can never really define you, to be honest with you. I mean, how can an experience define anybody, to be honest with you? It's what you do in those experiences, right? The decisions you make, the choices you make, no matter what comes before you, that's how you maintain your integrity. But again, don't let the past define your future experiences, because all you will experience then is negativity and things on that vibration, because you'll push everything else away. Pardon me. So let's pull you an outcome to see what your outcome here is for the week, given all of this energy. No, it's crazy. It's just crazy outcome. This goes on. Alright, wait, one more. So your outcome here for the week is you're going to be connecting to your spirituality, your psychic gifts. Daydream as much as you can. The more you daydream, the more you connect to your psychic gifts. Be like this inquisitive child. Ask why to everything that you're going through. Really connect to your heart and make decisions from your heart, not from your mind. If you want to make a decision about anything, ask your heart a simple question. Heart, should I do this? Yes or no? If you feel a lightness in your heart, it's a yes. If you feel a heaviness in your heart, it's probably a no. But don't let your brain answer. Let your heart feel it. Feel it in your heart. Feel the answer. And so you're connecting to this, and you're progressing from the place where it's like half barren, half life, to where you're on the edge of this land where it's very abundant for you in every way. Seeing the progress that you've made, having a lot of self-belief, you're expanding your horizons, expanding what's possible. This love is coming in, it's very unexpected, and the way it's coming in is going to allow you to broaden your horizons. You're going to be ready to travel further than you've ever been in your life, in terms of within yourself and within your scope of possibility. And so you're coming into balance, you're coming into harmony. You're still going to be in this position where things are very turbulent around you, but you're finding your balance, you're finding harmony, making decisions about choices that are before you, choices, what is an illusion, what is not an illusion, because you have many opportunities in front of you in what you want to pursue, and decisions that you need to make. But you're going to be making these decisions from a place of balance, from a place of harmony, and you're going to make the right decision here. And so you're going to receive enlightenment. That's what I'm seeing here. So you're receiving from the universe, you're receiving enlightenment about yourself. Is you're gaining new perspective here by this love coming in. It's just catching you off guard, and it's allowing you to see things from a much open perspective of like how you've been kind of stagnating yourself in a way by not having so much of an open mind, but you're opening your mind up even more so that you can perceive a lot more. It's like you're going through this kind of pause of healing that you're going to be going through, healing, recuperating yourself here, more or less recuperating from fatigue and the anxiety that you've been going through. You're recuperating fully from it. It's a forced change, you can't stop it, that you're going through. It's going to feel chaotic, but it's taking you away from this energy of feeling grief, feeling lonely, you're moving away from this energy, and these opportunities are coming in, new opportunities that are going to make you feel like wealthy. And this is in regards to new opportunities in general, ideas, growth, creativity. Like a whole bunch of new energy is coming in here for you that's going to make you feel very courageous, very creative, very generous with yourself, as well as being very smart with your business and chasing your happiness, feeling very lucky, as well as feeling feeling very spiritually protected. Well, you are very spiritually protected, and literally love coming in. love coming in. So again, by the end of this week, just in a nutshell, a big nutshell, I guess, or shell of a nut, whatever. You're going to be feeling very motivated, like you're on a mission, driven on a mission, very motivated, and you're going to be successful here by the end of this week. Just by this week, what's going on, you're going to be feeling very successful here. So it's a fantastic reading for you here, Pisces. I'm going to leave your reading here. If you did like the reading, leave me a like, comment, subscribe. If you'd like to book a personal reading, my website is down in the description. Other than that, have a fantastic week, and I shall see you soon.